From the time I was a little child, I heard stories about my grandmother, who was a midwife and would help deliver babies and would be quarantined with families for 9 days when they had smallpox. And my mother had a little journal of hers that was just little tiny, that told about the service that she gave, and people would pay her in chickens and eggs, a side of bacon. And I knew within me that I was a lot like my grandma because I liked giving the service, and the only thing that could make it better is if I didn't have to be paid for it. And so as a very little child, every little bird I'd find on the ground after a windstorm, I'd try to make a nest for them and help them survive, and they never did. So it was just something that was in me. It was nothing I developed, it was just there. I started the prerequisite program when I was 51 years old, and I graduated with my RN at 55 years old. So needless to say, I was the matriarch of my class. I was a very non-traditional student, but I found life experiences to be very beneficial as I went back to school. I'd taken care of elderly grandparents. I had married, been young marrieds, lived through midlife crisis, had children, had grandchildren, then had elderly parents. So the whole lifespan I got to see, and so the social sciences in particular were very interesting to me and very simple to me just because I'd lived so much. My husband had reservations, reminding me how difficult the chemistry class was that he had to tutor nursing students in their chemistry class. And I told him, well, I'll just have a private tutor if I have problems. But I never needed him to do any of the tutoring with me. I needed him for the support that he gave me once I started and the pride that he had that I was doing this at the time that I was doing it. Don't doubt yourself. Take an inventory. Sit down and write a resume, per se, of what you're interested in, what you've done. And if you'll read that resume, and look objectively at what has been put down, you'd hire that person in a minute. You would accept them into a college situation in a minute because of the life experiences they've had. And if they've been in business, if they've been in retail, if they've been in production, manufacturing, there are a whole lot of attributes that go along with people that have had experiences like that. So just don't doubt yourself. Look inside, do introspection, write it down on paper, and you'll probably be surprised how incredibly capable you really are. Oh my, yes. This could not have hit at a better time in my husband and my life. Both for our financial well-being, as well as being at a time where our nest was emptying out, and we were doing things together, we were doing things apart. I've never regretted for a minute that I've done it, because I have found greater. I didn't know there could be such satisfaction in employment. And who was it that said that if you find what you love and do it every day, you're never going to work, you're just doing what you really love to do. And so no regrets with it at all. It's been an incredible blessing in my life, and with the actual work I've been doing, those individuals that I have been part of their care have touched my life, and And I'm very grateful for that, and hope that the richness that they added to my life, that I've done at least a morsel for them of what I have felt, the satisfaction of helping others. Incredible. What a ride.